honest. But here we go. I'm going to go on board with Hadzi straight from the off here. Hardpoint standoff is going to be the map. EGL10 live grand final. Of course, the online cup, not actually EGL10. That would be weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, on board with Hadzi from the off.
Yep, let's get going with him, see what he's going to be doing. Starting to rotate here towards the back, actually, statue area, just making sure that his team are going to be able to get the spawns. Unfortunately, he does get taken out straight away, and he does spawn back to where he originally spawned, so they haven't got control of that anchor position yet. And 10, I feel like that's one of the most important things that you should be concentrating on when you start off on hardpoint, really, because if you're not going to get that anchor position locked down early, you're going to struggle to get a lot of time in the hardpoint, and then get time for the second hardpoint as well.
Yeah, I think this first hardpoint is really about switching it around to the right spawn. TCM obviously start on the better side, of course, next to where the next hardpoint spawn does come up. So, I mean, that's going to be a big factor. Hadzi going in with a two-piece, though. He's going to pick that up and defend the hardpoint. 20 seconds remaining on that. He's been a little bit too trigger-happy for me. Gets taken out by Marky B, and TCM are currently dominating that kill feed. Let's have a look at the scoreboard if we can. Straight from the off, Stora not having the best start of the game. Marky B and Fox doing work for their team as well, though. 4 captures by Monksy, though. He's the one with the points.
Yeah, for sure he is, and I'm going to jump on board with Marky B though, because this is the guy that we really need to watch out for on hardpoint. He's just picked up his 5th kill there, very close to his streaks. As I do say that, he does pick up his streaks. Look at that, full score streaks already. This is why I wanted to jump on board with this guy. Hardpoint currently contested. That doesn't worry him at all, as he does take out Pato there with that war machine, and those streaks are going to come in big, especially that lightning strike on that Hellstorm missile, because you can do work with those things on the rotation, can't you?
Oh yeah, and a couple of the hardpoints. Yeah, I mean, you know, a couple of these aren't really out inside the open, mainly just the first hardpoint that you come up. So he may save them till then, or he could use them, as said, when trying to rotate around, or when trying to just defend it. I mean, especially this hardpoint we're seeing on his right-hand side in the warehouse. I mean, he might stick it outside that to try and help him. But of course, the war machine being a big factor as well. Currently has around 6 rounds left in that at the moment, doing a lot of work. And you know what? He's going in one, but he's inside the hardpoint. Let's have a look at the mini-map in the bottom right-hand side corner. If we can just bring up the Codcaster mode. And we can see that TCM have already started to rotate, but let's go on board with too much from Farico. No, sorry, not from Farico. They need to change their tags.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm sure they'll change it sometime after EGL. They were Farico Hybrid, I think, on the bracket. So if you are checking it out and you're not sure who they are Farico Hybrid on there. But of course, this is the lineup of Insight, as you see. Yeah, let's jump on board with too much. See how he's going to be able to rotate towards this Granny's hardpoint. He does see somebody there towards Courtyard. Unfortunately, he doesn't be able to pick up the kill. Flux gets that nice kill with the MB7. He's spawned over here towards this garage section. Now, what do you think he should be doing here? Because if I was him, I'm not the best player in the world, but I'd start thinking about moving towards that back alley section when I'm running an AR.
Yeah, I think really you need to... Well, this position where he's just spawned now is probably going to benefit him a little bit more with his weapon, but 40-odd seconds to go. I mean, they need to still take their time here. They can't be rushing in or even be thinking about rotating. I mean, 30 seconds to go. It looks like they've already went on the rotate. I mean, they're sacrificing a lot of points here. I mean, they're 100 points down with not even 3 minutes gone. It is not looking great for them. If we look at the scoreboard again, I mean, King Pato not having the best game here. 3-9 already. Marky B still in that kill streak. 12-1 he's going at the moment. So fantastic play by him. But what we say in hardpoint, it's not about kills, it's about the captures and defends you make. So let's see if, I mean, they're not out of this at all yet. I mean, it's a long game, but it's not looking great for them.
No, it's not looking great for them at all, and TCM is such a strong, dominant squad on pretty much any game you put them in front of. And this is a crucial map because, being 4-1 down in a best of 11 continuation series is a lot different to 3-2 down. So this is a crucial one. Yeah, exactly. But this is just crazy. Let's see. I think this is pretty much the biggest streak we've seen so far. We've got to jump on board with Marky B. See what he's going to be able to do. He's doubled up on full of his streaks. He's going to pull out that war machine again, saying, no, I'm having too much fun with this. As he gets a direct impact there on too much, he's going to be trying to push into the hardpoint. Gets a few hit markers in there, and unfortunately does get taken out. Such a shame there for Marky B, but 14 score streak already to start off the series. Just what we want to see.
He's one of these guys. I mean, I was talking to Hastro. What makes a good player? I mean, anybody could have a good shot, but it's one of the... we were talking about Karma and why he's so good at his awareness for one, but he's one of these guys that'll pop in, and he'll make loads of different shots on different players, but he won't die. He's one of these guys that can stay alive very, very well, and that's something Marky B is very, very good at.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We've seen him go off a number of times. He's always the guy I like to jump on board with at TCM at the start of the series, just because I expect him to do things like that, and it was obviously a good decision to do so. But let's jump on board with Hadzi right now, who's in control of the hardpoint. Unfortunately, Codcaster's curse comes in big as he gets taken out straight away. We'll stay on board with him, Joe, just because I want to see how he's going to be able to help out his teammates here. And he gets taken out again, and they're just being pushed off the hardpoint. They've got control of it right now, although it is contested, but they're just getting pushed off so easily, and TCM are really having, a bit of fun trying to push into these hardpoints, and they're able to do so well, as we do see Marky B again with that war machine just going massive.
Yeah, I think really TCM's slaying power is just coming into work here. I mean, Stora is going to pick up the two-piece, actually taking out his teammate as well. Hadzy's going to get in there, get some points on the board. You know, they have closed that gap down. He's in a good position here, Hadzy, firing bullets away. Needs to stay alive, though, and keep himself concealed. They're just trying to pick up some points, and they're doing well, actually, considering they were around 100 points down, now around 60. They've caught themselves right up. Munksy's going to get the scrap points, so no, he isn't. He's actually just going to move over. If we have a look at the minimap in the bottom right-hand side corner, it is Insight with the control. So, you know, as I said, Hardpoint is a long game mode. You don't want to be, you know, too complacent. Yeah, they were around 100, 120 points up at the start, but TCM have slacked off a little bit here. And could we see a comeback?
Oh, I hope so. This is what I love about Hardpoint. Obviously, this game mode's only actually come into play in competitive Call of Duty and in Call of Duty as a whole. During Black Ops 2, the guys over at Treyarch did completely generate this game mode for this game, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely my favorite to play and cast and everything. So I love the way that Hardpoint's played. And as you said, you know, you can't get too complacent on it because anybody can come back onto it. We see about an 80-point difference so far. Let's jump on board with Monks using the Hardpoint Codcaster's Curse. Comes in big, too much, starting to pick up his game from earlier on, and he's in control of it, shoving down those trophy systems, which is such a crucial part. And you know, TCM have fully rotated over towards that granny section now. They're going to, you know, give up this time on this hard point, and this was definitely a crucial one. Insight are really starting to bring back their game a bit now, and they held this one down so well.
Yeah, I think this hard point that they're coming up in now that we are actually on board with Munksy inside, if you've got a good setup on this, and if you have somebody who has a good M8 sitting outside and somebody supporting you maybe in bottom or even up top with you, like Munksy is doing now, he's sitting bottom but he's jumping in and out. You know, if you get a good setup on this, you have pretty much got guaranteed 60 points.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you sit on here as you do today and just get yourself set up nicely, you know what your team's doing. You've got that anchoring position as well. You're starting to slay people around the hard point, trying to push in. You've got the 60 seconds, you know, and we saw it earlier on. Big control says we do see Hadzy and Pado managing to push in there. Great push from them. They really didn't. They really weren't able to do it earlier on the first time we were in this hard point, but great work from them as we do see too much picking up only Flux with that lightning strike, so not doing too much work with it. But they've really come back into this game. There's only a 60-second difference between these two teams, and that's not something that I really expected. Insight obviously starting to warm up, which is just what we want to see. We do not want to see a close game here. Sorry, an open game here. We want this to go right to the end, but look at Monksy there, just going off. 3-score streak.
Well, he's going to pick up the scrap points as we do see that Insight have moved away from this, and we can see that TCM are set up. Let's go on board with Flux. We haven't given him much airtime so far. He's using the MP7. Let's see what he can do. Dexterity and extreme conditioning. The main SMG Slayer. See what he can do. He's trying to hold it down with his team. Marky B had taken up Hadzy, and takes out Pado at the same time. Answering back for his teammate Flux, but still on board with him now. Grenade going off, gets shot in the back as well, so Marky B has some work to do inside there. He's going to get taken out. Munksy's going to try and clean up, though. He's moving in there with Rich, who's going to pick up the two-piece like it's just absolutely nothing. The guy's a monster. Actually, I want to jump back on board with Rich inside this hard point if we can.
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump on board with him using that MP7, which I think Rambo was the guy who really made this gun famous. It wasn't used too much, and then everybody just started to see Rambo use it and go off with it, and it's just become more and more popular in competitive play. I certainly love it. It's definitely one of the strongest SMGs to use in the game. But Monksy now going on a 12-score streak. I'm sorry, we've got to switch on board with him. Seeing what he's doing. Is he going to try and take the lead here? No, he's not. He was going to try and equal Marky B's 14-score streak earlier, but